Okay, so here's the situation. Let's save it and do a little role playing here. Now I know what happens because I've played this game before.
This is the part where we
Yeah. This is the part where I gotta role play. Alright, so I haven't really thought about Harkon's offer, to be honest with you, because in Desdenova's mind, she did want to go see. She wanted to kind of investigate this vampire artifact. She didn't know if Serana was it, or if Serana was the key to acquiring an artifact. She's running around with an Elder Scroll. Certainly there's a story behind Serana. So again, like I mentioned before, like that's the reason why Desdenova agreed to take her, quote, home. What is Desdenova expecting to get out of this? She's not sure. At this point, she just wants information. Is there power here? Is there power to be had? Will Serana's clan, her parents, be grateful? What will happen? You know, in such a meeting, she doesn't know. But if there's just a chance that she can come out of this with power, some reward for delivering Serana, or just information to better warn or inform Isran, the benefits outweigh the negatives in her mind. You know, obviously when I go into that castle, the only reward is accepting Harkon's offer. I don't know if she's going to do that yet. I'm kind of, as I said, I haven't really thought about it. I'll have to kind of get into her head. And here's probably a good time to end the playthrough, save it, so I can kind of think about what Desdenova would probably do. And that way when, you know, Harkon gives his offer, I can kind of role play it out and kind of do what I think Desdenova would do. But anyways, that's the story. Let's get into the boat and go to Castle Volkihar. Oh, I don't know if I should dismiss Iola. I'll just keep her around. If something weird happens, I always can reload and dismiss her before I get on that boat. Alright, we're here. Do you have any new dialogue?
Do you need something? This is it. Home sweet castle.
It is kind of impressive.
It's something, all right.
Okay. I guess we don't want to talk about it. Alright, fine.
Hey, so, before we go in there...
She helped us out. Will be nice.
I think so. And thanks for asking. I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way.
I actually was...
I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Alright, we will show control. Desdenova's not arrogant enough to think she can take out a whole castle full of vampires. But okay, let's go in there. Go ahead, take the lead. Do what you gotta do.
After all these years, Lady Serana's back. Now that's something.
Okay.
How dare you trespass?
Ah, shut up.
Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
you were like buried in a crypt for 1,000 years.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has the
I'm
scroll.
delighted to see you, my daughter.
Oh,
Must I
Iola would
really
love
say
this
the
place.
words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have
Okay.
my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Alright, Mr. Gratitude, I'm Desdenova.
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
Yeah. In truth, it's not so much Desdenova doesn't like vampires. She joined the Dawnguard because she wanted the challenge to go against the vampire menace. So she really doesn't care what they are.
Perhaps you should. I count some of the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim among the members
do you?
of my court. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
Okay, I've heard some gratitude, but I think I deserve a reward for finding your scroll, which is what you value most.
I was
Not your
about
daughter.
to suggest that very thing. Yes, you must certainly deserve a reward. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
Okay, what happens if I don't want your blood?
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't think I can roleplay this and explain Desdenova's decision right now. So I think I'm going to make the decision and then retroactively explain it, because I don't know how long this menu will stay here. But Desdenova's going to accept his gift.
Be still.
Alright, I don't know why we're purple.
Awake at last. Good. The power is growing within you, and now you must learn to wield it.
Okay, yeah, what happened?
My blood is potent. At first the body is overwhelmed by it. After my bite, you collapsed and fell into a slumber. Now your flesh has acclimated to the new blood that courses through your veins. I assure you, no harm was done. In truth, your strength surprises me. Not all mortals can withstand my embrace.
And where exactly are we?
A shrine to Molag Bal, the mighty Daedra Prince who is father to all our kind. Our power is a blessing from him. It is he who first bestowed the gift of the ancient blood upon me.
You made a pact with him?
In an age long forgotten to history, I ruled as a mighty king. My domain was vast, my riches endless, and my power infinite. And yet, as my mortal life neared an end, I faced a seemingly invincible enemy. My own mortality. I pledged myself to Molag Bal, and in his name I sacrificed 1,000 innocents. In reward, he gave everlasting life to myself, my wife, and my daughter, and so I have defeated mortality itself.
Okay. Desdenova can respect that. I'm not sure she would sacrifice 1,000 innocents to do that, but she can respect the power that Harkon has. Alright, so what's your gift here?
With my guidance, you will become a deadly instrument, striking terror into the hearts of mortals wherever you tread. Now listen to my words, and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle of the Vampire Lord, and we will continue. I have a task that will test your new powers. But first, do you have any questions? As a vampire, you will gain new powers, but also a weakness to sunlight. With each passing day that you do not feed, that weakness will become more deadly, but your powers will also become stronger. Feed upon those who are sleeping, and your vulnerability to sunlight will diminish along with your powers. Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him it is time. He will understand.
Why?
Please, no more. Why me? Who are you?
Okay, there's Iola. Alright. Why did Desdenova accept Harkon's gift? I thought about it, and it's not just Desdenova's weakness for power. I think because her experience with Iola and the Namira's blessing, I mentioned at the time that it might kind of send Desdenova down the dark path, or, you know, that leave her wanting more. And I think if Lord Harkon really did promise her immortality and the power to make mortals tremble, I think she takes that, because she didn't join the Dawnguard to save Skyrim from the vampire menace. It was just something that challenged her. It was an opportunity. She thought it was an avenue for power and influence. It might still be, but this is a much faster path. It's immediate. Bam. Harkon gives us our gift. We have power. It's not this long, convoluted path that doing the Dawnguard would require. Now, Desdenova doesn't really have any interest in helping these vampires towards whatever goal they're thinking of. It's just like, okay, Harkon's Lord of the Castle. He's stronger than she is, so if he asks her to do something, she'll do it. Maybe in performing the various tasks that Harkon asks us to do, maybe that's a means for Desdenova to acquire enough power to eventually not have to listen to Harkon anymore. So, you know, that's kind of her thinking right now. She's not really, again, interested in being a vampire and doing vampire things. It was just like, oh, wow, I can have power. Thank you. I'll take it. Again, not without much thought as to consequences. And the fact that she's already... I mentioned this when Iola or Serana was with in Iola, the Shrine of Namira, that, you know, Desdenova and Serana at that point weren't that different. They both kind of consume sentient beings to acquire power. So, you know, Desdenova was already kind of acting pretty much like a vampire at that point. Like, ooh, there's a defeated enemy. I'm going to eat his bones and blood and get more power. So, for me anyway, it didn't seem like that much of a leap for Desdenova to accept Harkon's offer. So, whether she hasn't certainly thought about the implications or the consequences of such an action. She doesn't do that. She just she goes for power, and it's only after disappointment or negative things happen then she starts thinking. So anyways, that's why she accepted Harkon's gift, and I do think it's something she would have done. I wasn't really planning on being a vampire, to be honest with you, and it's been a long time since I've played this. I think I've done the vampire questline once, but I guess I'll be refamiliarizing myself with it.
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long to be bothered with them.
Okay, I can respect that. I think Harkon wanted me to talk to you.
I saw more than enough political maneuvering in my time in House Dress. I was tired of it then, and I'm tired of it now. Lord Harkon, remember your place.
Oh, yes.
Now, what is our Lord's wish?
He said, it's time.
Well, well. He wants the chalice, then. You've heard of the Bloodstone Chalice?
No.
It is a rather well-kept secret. The chalice has been in Lord Harkon's possession for quite some time now. It is, when used properly, able to increase the potency of our powers. He has neglected using it for ages. If he wants it filled now, then grander things are afoot. This is good. Follow me. I'll take you to it. Lord Harkon has never cared to use the chalice, relying on his more than adequate powers until now. This is an intriguing change.
Okay.
Well met, sister.
Hey there.
Excuse us. I need to fetch the Bloodstone Chalice.
The chalice? Why? What you up to, Garan?
Lord Harkon's orders, Orthiolf. Calm yourself. Our friend here has been ordered to fill the chalice.
Really?
Indeed. She's off to Redwater Den.
Well then, best of luck to you.
Vengalmo and Orthiolf are Harkon's primary advisors. I'm sure they're quite surprised to learn that you're taking the chalice. And here we are. Now, this chalice needs to be filled directly from the blood spring that is the source of Redwater Den. But that's not enough. Once that's done, the blood of a powerful vampire needs to be added to it. Keep in mind that Redwater Den has fallen into, well, let's just say less reputable members of society now dwell there. It's your choice whether to attempt to deal with them or force your way through. Hurry back. You don't want to keep Lord Harkon waiting.
Okay, but where do I get the blood of a powerful vampire? Hey there.
Hello there.
what's going on down here? Ooh, blacksmith. Not sure I have to sell anything, though. Is there a reason why I'm not wearing the better scale boots? I can disenchant that. I don't need that elven bow.
If you need anything, say the word. I can still forge a decent blade.
Alright.
Can you feel it? You're now so much more than you were before. Time was I could barely hold my own in the companions. Now I could slaughter them all without a second thought. And I'm not half the vampire Lord Harkon is. Truth is, I'm better with a forge than I am with claws or fangs.
Okay, let's hear about it.
I was. Didn't progress very far. Never did care for their attitude, acting like they're better than everyone else. But none of that matters now. Always good to have a backup plan, in case the claws and teeth aren't enough.
Alright, Hestla, let's see what you got here. I would prefer... There's no prefer about it. I already needed fire resistance before I became a vampire. Those are very good boots. But I need fire resistance. I will get... I will get one-shotted by any enemy that uses fire. Because I didn't have it, and I've already been almost killed by it several times. So I'm not going to buy that. In fact, I don't think there's anything here you can help me with, which is unfortunate. Don't need that. I'm going to keep that. In an idea, I'm going to enchant that. I was about to say I could enchant that, but my enchanting skills are shite, so that really won't help me. Okay.
Good day.
Now, I believe...
Don't get in my way, and I won't tear your arms off. Simple, isn't it?
Well, aren't you a friendly one?
Another elf, I see. I'm sure Velgalmor is sizing you up as we speak, trying to figure if you're friend or foe. He'll tell you what a monster I am, that I can't be trusted. You mark my words, it's him you need to worry about. If it'll get him closer to being in charge, he'll slit your throat without a moment's thought.
Oh, is that so?
No, and if you're smart, you won't either. I know he's one of your kind and all, but he's only looking out for himself. You think you're best of friends, until you find his fangs in your neck.
Alright.
Until next time.
I have a feeling you don't like Vingarmo because he's an elf. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I have not looked at the vampiric Desdenova. Yeah, vampire does not...
Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
Ask me a little bit later. I can't really see. I like the vampire eyes. I'm not sure I like the hardened face features, though. And I don't really like the pale skin either. Now, maybe there's a mod out there that will make the vampiric... I do like the idea that it does change the appearance. And I like the eyes. But again, I think you should have just kept your facial features the way they were. Maybe make it a little paler, I guess that's what vampires are. But it doesn't look... On some races, it just looks bad. On an Altmer vampire, it's not too bad. Alright, so let's start our journey here. Alright, now I gotta be really cognizant of the time I'm traveling. It's been a long time since I've done vampire things. Alright, so exactly how weak to the sun am I? Oh shit, that's right. You don't even recover this stuff. Okay, so I think the last time I did vampire playthrough, what I did was I used the Lady Stone, which I think is a pretty good complement to being vampire, because with the Lady Stone you do regenerate health and stamina in the sunlight. I do like the Ritual Stone power I have. I know I haven't been using it very much. In fact, I think I've only used it like 4 times. But those 4 times I did use it, I absolutely needed it. So I think I'm going to keep that. As far as what I'm going to do in the daytime, the Horker Stew, that'll regenerate my health. I have enough Magicka regeneration where it will regenerate just at a slower rate. Stamina, there's nothing I can do. Fighting in the daytime is going to be difficult. Being a vampire does give you access to a lot of really nice powers. And it really helps if you're a sneak or like a thief. We don't use stealth, and we don't really use illusion. So unfortunately, there are parts of the vampire package that doesn't really help Desdenova. That's an even trade-off. I didn't use the Vampire Lord form. I know it's powerful. I don't know. I might use. I like the fact. I want to play Desdenova though. I don't want to play like this. Beast. It's not so much I don't want to play Beast, but I want to do more than go around clawing people, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'll get into. At this moment, I think I'm just going to continue progressing Desdenova with axes and lightning and that sort of thing. I don't know if I'm going to get really into the Vampire Lord power. Alright, so if you are a non-fast travel player, playing the Dawnguard is really difficult, because no matter which side you take, let's face it, you're far away from everything whenever you complete their quests. I'm not sure why the Dawnguard doesn't show up here. So I'm not going to take the boat here and just frickin' walk all the way back to Solitude. So I'm going to... I guess I'm going to be a 90% hardcore player, because every time I come to and fro Volkihar Castle, I'm just going to fast travel to a carriage somewhere. Alright, I don't have any really outstanding quests that I've been waiting to do, so I think I can kind of play organically here, by that which means just do whatever interests Desdenova. I don't have anything really waiting for me. I could return to Jari. In fact, I think I'll do that, because if I go to Solitude, I can either take the carriage or there's a boat in Solitude that'll take me somewhere else. So I'll do that. I'll wait on that. Oh yeah. Well, that's in Riften. So I'm going to do that. I'll have to think about that. I remember when I accepted that. Well, I didn't accept the quest. The game gives it to you. Desdenova went into Arantino's house, or Aventino, I forget his name, because she felt if someone was desperate enough to call the Dark Brotherhood, whoever needed to be killed was going to be powerful, maybe had something she wanted. Gorilla the Kind is just, well, I don't think there's going to be much gain for doing that. I don't know if Desdenova is going to do that, so let me think about that. We still need to be more powerful. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright, so Sarthal. And I want to go to the Mage's Hall anyway, because I'm going to need spells. Plus Desdenova's... she's a mage. At some point that was going to happen. I think that's what I want to do next. Oh yeah. Okay, let's... That's Dawnstar. Do we need to go to Dawnstar? Not really. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to stir the shit in Markarth. I don't know where Frostmere Crypt is. I still haven't done that for her? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, that's not close to anything, so he's going to have to wait. I do want to do that, but I don't think that's pressing at this point. Go to Solitude. Drop. Tell him that I turned. I did the lighthouse. I could take a ship. Okay, that's Frostmere Crypt. That's actually not far. Well. Oh, that's along the main road from Morthal. Okay. Well, if I'm going to Winterhold... Okay, here's the plan. Return to Jari. Get on a boat. Go Dawnstar. Make our way to Winterhold. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad on an elf. Not that bad. Alright. Where are we here? Jari. There you are.
Looks like you had no trouble.
Yep, it's out.
The effects have already been felt. The Ice Runner has failed to dock on time. Without the lighthouse, the Ice Runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
Your sister better be appreciative. Alright, so when I get into that boat... No, I want to go to the College of Winterhold. By the time I get to Dawnstar, it should be dark time, nighttime, so I won't have to worry about the sun.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Looking to hire a boat?
I am.
Don't like those eyes you've got. There's a bad hunger to them.
You don't need to worry about them. Oh, that's right. You could... I think they charge you 500 gold, though. So I'm going to be fast traveling back and forth. I want to go to Dawnstar.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Oops. Well, there we go.